The XYZ Affair is a treaty between France and the United States. It all started when the United States and Great Britain agreed to and signed the treaty. France was jealous of Great Britain and the US, so in return, France issued an order to attack US merchant ships in 1796. John Adams was the president at this time, and when he became aware of the attacks on the US ships, he sent out 3 representatives: Elbridge Gerry, Charles C. Pinckney, and John Marshall to negotiate with France in 1797. But France wanted a bribe from the U.S. to start negotiation. After some time, France and the U.S. started negotiation with Marquis de Talleyrand. U.S. Congress approved a negotiation much like the Jay Treaty. The new treaty is known as the XYZ Affair. But the official name of this treaty is the Treaty of Mortefontaine. Congress approved the new treaty sometime before Adams sent his representatives to France. Once in France, Gerry, Pinckney, and Marshall started negotiations with Marquis de Talleyrand, who was a peacemaker in the French government. While negotiations between Gerry, Pinckney, Marshall, and Talleyrand were going on, there were rumors going on in the U.S. that John Adams was preparing for a war against France. The U.S. people began to become upset with the government because a war would cause economic damage. It was later announced that John Adams was indeed preparing for pre-war. Also, at the time, the Dominican Republic began to lose support of the French government. That quickly became a problem because an agreement to the XYZ Affair would be settled in a longer period of time than expected. To help shorten the time of the negotiation to reach an end, the U.S. added a new representative. The new representative was George Logan. Sadly, France and the U.S. did not reach an agreement until after the quasi-war had begun. The XYZ Affair was signed in the early 1800s. My citations.